Have you ever been scammed before? I mean, like, really scammed? I have. And I want to tell you a story about how I was scammed because sometimes get rich quick schemes, they actually don't work. So I want to tell you a story about how it is that I experienced it and how you can look out for it. So it's 2017 and I'm in the beautiful islands of Hawaii. Life is good. I'm working at my desk and one of my coworkers comes up and asks me how I'm doing. I'm good, I say. And then the conversation naturally shifts towards money. I casually mentioned that I have rental properties back in the States and that's bringing, some passive income. And she gets this look in her eye and she says, "Well, you're in the business?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in the business." And I say, "Yeah." She said, "All right, cool. I have something you might be interested in. Come over to my house this weekend and I'll tell you about it." I wish I'd seen the signs right then and there, but no. I was curious and I said, "Sure, let's go." So fast forward to Saturday. I'm at her house. I'm sitting in her office and I'm ready to hear about this amazing opportunity that she says that I could be a part of. Before we talk, she said, "Let me show you this video." Okay, let me paint the picture for you. I'm sitting there watching this 20-minute video. It's got this dramatic music. It's got testimonials. It's got all these like buzzwords like financial freedom, passive income, like-minded people. Oh, and they promised you that you get your own website and access to a network of entrepreneurs. By the end of the video, I'm thinking to myself, this sounds too good to be true, but maybe it's legit. So when she asked me, "Do you want to move forward?" I said yes, without a second thought. Looking back at it now, man, I should have ran far, far away from this crap. But no. So here's where it gets sketchy. She tells me, okay, to get started, you'll need to pay $300 up front. And then there's a $60 maintenance fee for the advertising equipment, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? $300 just to join? And I said, you know what? I thought to myself, it's an investment opportunity for the future, and I'm going to go for it. Spoiler alert, it was one of the worst investments I've ever made in my life. Like, literally one of the worst ones I've ever made. So I signed up for it, right? A week later, I go to my first meeting, and let me tell you, it was weird. We were crammed into somebody's living room, and the energy was all off. Everyone was over the top excited, talking about how much money they've made and how this business is a model proof thing where like you can't mess up. But here's the kicker. Every single person had brought a new recruit to this meeting. At one point, this poor guy, he says, "I'd love to join, but I can't afford the $300 right now." And let me tell you, they jumped on this man like a bunch of hyenas. Like they jumped on him. And they were like, "Oh, if you don't invest in this now, you'll never amount to anything. This is your only shot at greatness, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, bruh, I felt so bad for the dude, but I still convinced myself that I wanted to stay in the business. And looking at it now, I think he dodged the bullet. Yeah. So now here we are, 6 months later. I'm still in the company, hustling to make something work while working for my full-time job. Then they announce a big seminar at a beach hotel in Hawaii. And, I'm like, I'm in. So what's the catch? It cost me $100 to attend. And yep, I'm paying for a seminar for a company I already paid to join. But I'm thinking, maybe this is where I'll learn the secrets to success. Spoiler alert, no, I did not. Didn't. So the seminar was basically a bunch of self-proclaimed millionaires hyping up the same 5-step system, recruit. But then came the Q&A session. And I thought, okay, this is my moment to really ask something meaningful. So I stand up and ask, "Do you think email marketing would help us expand outside of our local area and get more recruits, nationwide?" The room got dead silent. The 5 millionaires on the stage stared at me like I had asked the dumbest question in the world. Then one of them says, "Stick to the system." And that's when it hit me that this wasn't a real business. It was just a pyramid scheme. Plain and simple, I believed in it all the way up until this very moment. So after that, I decided I was done. But canceling wasn't easy. Oh, no. Cancel membership button? No. There was none of that. Instead, you had to mail a physical letter to the headquarters of the company. They'd have to approve it. And it took about a month for me to get canceled out of this pyramid scheme. I'd wasted at this point over a year and a lot of money on this scam. And those discount vacations they were selling, total scam. I compared it to the prices on Google and they were the same. You know, they wanted me to sell this nonsense to friends and family. That's when it just hit me even more that this was just bad. It was immoral. And, you know, I don't want to be part of a business that makes you scam your own family. One day at work, not too long after I ended the program, my colleague approached me, the one who got me into this whole thing. And she asked me, "Hey, I noticed you're not in the program anymore. What happened?" And let me tell you that this was one of the most awkward conversations I've ever had. I just froze for a second trying to figure out how to respond without making things worse. And I was just like, I had no other choice but to be honest and say that it wasn't a business that I believed in or saw myself doing any longer. I think that this goes without saying, but don't do business with your coworkers, because trying to work with somebody that used you to drain your bank account will totally destroy the dynamic of that relationship, as well as screw you out of money you could have better used elsewhere. You know? So to summarize, like, the lesson that I learned here, I'm telling you this story because I learned the hard way that get rich quick schemes, they just don't work. They're unethical. They prey on people who just want to build a better life. So if someone approaches you with an opportunity that sounds too good to be true, please read the signs. All right. Thank you for listening to my story. Have you ever been part of a pyramid scheme or something like that? If you have, by all means, please let me know down in the comments below. And just remember that real success comes from hard work, no shortcuts. So thank you. I'll see you all in the next one. Let me know how you feel.